Hey y'all, it's Kate from Katie Did. I have been sick for 3 days. I can't take it anymore, and I've decided I'm going outside no matter if I'm well or not. So hopefully some of the sunshine and fresh air will make me all better. And meanwhile, let's go find some rocks. There's some very old cottonwood trees here. Cottonwood trees are named that because they have these seed pods that fly on little puffs like cotton, and when they fly like that, when the cotton is flying, it looks like snow. It's pretty weird. It drifts and just makes a mess everywhere. Hey, we're gonna cut cross country and see if we can hit the river and see if there's any rocks to be found. But there's not an easy way to get there, so we're just kind of going through some underbrush. It's not too bad. I've seen a lot worse. And see what the situation is. The river beach itself goes back and forth and back and forth. So depending on which direction the river is going, we may have a stark riverbank or we may have rocks. So let's see where we are now. I see some rocks. Not very many, but I think I'm gonna go down there anyway. The shoreline is pretty steep. It's actually reinforced on this side with what's called riprap. It's just a bunch of rocks that was brought in so that the river wouldn't erode so quickly. And then there's a nice vein of gravel here you can see that's eroding. So I'm going to search and see what we can find here. Kind of interested in this one right over here. Let's see what it looks like. Nice thing about hunting by the river, as long as you don't fall in, is that you have water right there to rinse stuff off. Not something that I'm going to keep. This is interesting. It's a fossil of some kind, I think. Let's rinse it off and see what we can find. There's a lot of plant fossils in this area. This looks like it's some kind of a woody stem from long ago. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It looks like there's some little, like, needles or something in there as well. Cool. Okay. I have no idea what this actually looks like, or if it's any good, or if it's just not, but it's sticking out of the rock and I gotta see what it is. Looks kind of interesting. Sticking out of the mud. Let's see what we got here. It's very muddy. Yeah, I'm going to say that that's got at least some agate in it. Cool. Well, here's another one that I'm going to check out. This one looks very, very agate-y, but it's kind of dark, so I'm not sure if it's going to be anything worth keeping. Let's take a look. Looks like it might have some waterline agate in it. That's the layered stuff. It certainly is hard like agate. It's got some pretty colors in it. And we'll keep it. More petrified wood. This one looks interesting. It's too dirty. If I were a real rockhound, I would lick it. But since I've got the river right here, I guess I'm just a rock puppy. That is really pretty. It's not a super clear moss agate the way we're looking for, but I think it's got some really interesting patterns in it. We're going to keep that one. Can you remember what this is? More petrified wood. Ugh, mucky. Nice. Okay, this is cool. I was just walking along here and sticking out of the ground was this gorgeous agate that is banded with reds, yellows, whites. That is a lucky find. So we're walking across the riprap and I spotted this really cool, it looks like a whole bunch of different plant fossils, and I'm not sure if you can see inside there, but there's all these grooves, and then the rest of it looks like it's just a bunch of stems and things that are all mushed together. Whew. Fortunately, I did not take a video from behind of me scrambling up that incline. It would probably not have been very dignified. I picked this up because I thought that it was a piece of petrified wood, but it has these pink things in it, and it's quite hard, so kind of agatized. Pretty cool. So again, what we're doing is kind of hiking through the underbrush. I'm probably overdoing it a little bit because I really have been literally in bed for 3 days. But like I said, I'm just so sick of being sick. I figure the rocks and the outdoors and the fresh air will make me feel all better. Anyway, we are hiking through the underbrush looking for yet another rock beach. I saw some down on the other side here, just as a question of if we've gone far enough or not. Let's take a look. Oh, not quite yet. Well, let's try again. It's a well-worn path this time. I think we're about as far as the rocks were that I saw down there. Yep, there they are. Looks like a little easier access this time. No more scrambling on my knees. And you turn around from the river, and there before your eyes is a nice little piece of agate. You can see the layers in that one, the bubbles on the top and bottom. It's kind of fun. This one may not have any inclusions in it, so it might just be pure quartz, but we're going to cut it open and see. Sometimes river rockhounding gets rugged. Once more into the breach, dear friends. The sandstone they used to help reinforce the riverbank is just loaded with plant fossils. You can see here, this is just a giant chunk. There's my hand of sandstone, and there's big stems that are stem impressions that are fossilized into it. Pretty cool. So this one isn't a moss agate, but it has all this red in it that I think might be kind of a plume. So I'm going to bring it home and I'm going to cut it open. Here's an example of the kind of thing you're going to find when you're out looking for moss agate. It has some inclusions in it. I don't know if you can see that. There's little black flecks there. Has some quartz crystals, and it's got that nice bumpy shape. Here's some rocks we can't get yet. This is for anyone who doubts that eastern Montana is rustic. And a little piece of petrified wood that's literally part of the branch. I feel like a jungle explorer. And yet, just on the other side of the bank, over there, is civilization. Part of the fun of this is finding all these beautiful pieces of landscape that I didn't even know were here. Well, that's it for me. I'm waiting now for my son to come pick me up, and hopefully, yeah, I have nothing else to say. Oh yeah, keep on doing.